Hello, 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 hello. We are popping in here real quick to do our conversation topic this morning, and we've already basically did it on the air. I'm a little bit later than what I wanted to be here normally, so just popping in here real quick to say hello, and wanted to get your opinion on some of those things that we have in our life that we've used that used to be something frequent. Like we used to use it all the time growing up, and then nowadays it's just basically irrelevant. We don't use it anymore. A couple of examples that I used, in fact, from this past weekend, going and using a calculator that was solar powered, not realizing that again, it's a calculator. You grab it, or it's kind of like using your phone, right? It should just be there, should just work. But this calculator I was using in when it was light, and then I walked into a darker room. It wasn't like pitch black or anything, but it was dim and there was no direct light to power the calculator. So the numbers on the calculator started to dim out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, kids these days will never, ever, ever have to know what it's like to have to use a calculator where you had to be in sunlight or daylight or some kind of light to be able to power it. So it just kind of threw me off there for a second. Also, floppy disks. You think about how many, how cloud storage works these days. You've got Google Drive, you've got iCloud, you've got all of these things that are part of today's everyday activity. But back in our day, 15, 20 years ago, you had to put it on one of those 3.5-inch floppy disks, right? Save it there. You hope that you didn't have anything wrong with that disk. You hope you got to turn the lock off of it and put it in, try to save it again. You can't overwrite the disk, things like that. Put a piece of tape over it to be able to overwrite it. So many different things that, again, kids these days will never ever have to know about, which is good for them. Things have gotten easier. Things have gotten easier. So that's my conversation for you. That's my question here. And we're going to be wrapping things up here in just a minute, but I at least wanted to just pop in and say, hey, and give you something to talk about here a little bit today. Let's give them something to talk about. All right. So great answer. Also, if you did not know today, not that I am somebody who usually does, hey, don't forget today, it is tax day too, the 18th. So you got to make sure you get your stuff in, filed, and all of that today. So make it happen. All right. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you here probably tomorrow. Give you another opportunity here to join our conversation. What is something that you used frequently in the past that nowadays is practically extinct? There's a lot of options. Lot of options. What is it for you? So have a great rest of your day. I will see you later.